Welcome to the third day of the Mirador Trek. We began this day very early, about 4 a.m., climbing the Tigre pyramid to observe the night sky in the way that the ancients did. It's so amazing to be there on a moonless night with zero light pollution. You really see the wonders of the Milky Way, the wonders of the night sky. I timed this whole journey around the Dresden Codex Venus table. According to the Venus table, Venus would rise as the morning star on the day 12 Achpu, that's the 28th of March. So I felt the best place to see that would be from the top of a pyramid, the way that the ancients did. And here we see Venus just appearing, and you just see it in the middle of your screen there. Whilst observing Venus and the sunrise, I also checked out the azimuth of the Ladanta pyramid and found it to be 105 degrees. This is a very interesting alignment. It relates to the sunrise on the 12th of February and the 30th of October. The number of days between these two dates is 260, and it is found as a constant around many Mayan sites. We then had a little chance to get some breakfast and have a little bit of a rest before our day exploring the site. We then began our day of touring the El Mirador archaeological site. This place is so amazing. It peaked between 400 and 200 BC, and the interesting thing is many of the larger stones in the buildings were actually from earlier times, from more like 400 BC. So we got to explore many of the different places, the Cascabel group, the Los Monos group, and basically to go and find our way around the pyramids. This is one of the original stelae from the pre-classic era, and now Antonio is going to explain more.
Descarnada y el pico del ave no la está comiendo, la oprime. Porque este es un recipiente o una vasija donde la serpiente deposita lo que es el veneno. Estos son símbolos o como las gotas de veneno que están cayendo dentro del recipiente.
Here's a close-up of the stela showing the bird beak holding the snake, and here are the drops of venom falling into the bowl. And when you apply your torch, there's even more glyphs just hiding almost in plain sight. We then continued our journey around the Grand Acropolis, and this seems to be some kind of governor's palace or something. On the base of the stones we can see this kind of like crisscross pattern which represents the patate, or the mat on which the nobles would sit. It's really amazing to walk around the Grand Acropolis and see just how much stonework, just how many palaces, just how splendid this place must have been 2,500 years ago almost. Something which always amazes me at El Mirador is to see just how many masks there are of what is known as the principal bird deity, Wukub Kakish. It was obviously a very important deity here. This is the Hero Twins frieze. It was discovered in 2009 and is thought to date back to around about 300 BC. It depicts Hun Achpu and Ishbalankir swimming through the underworld after their victory over Xibalba. This is a very important scene from the Popol Vuh and shows a very long history of the Popol Vuh itself. And here we have the Jaguar Claw Temple. We see two jaguar masks either side of the temple, with their claws extended out to the side, once again Some of this has obviously been restored, but it's just such an incredible place to be. This is a really, really special temple to be around. In the late afternoon, we made our way to the Ladanta complex. This is just such a massive part of the complex, 400 meters by 600 meters at its base. It is one of the biggest pyramids that the Maya ever created by volume, and climbing it, well, it takes quite a while. But of course, the sunset from this place is quite amazing. This would be the last of the evenings that our group would spend together as a whole. This is our final destination as this particular group, sitting on top of one of the greatest pyramids ever created. And of course, it brings somewhat of a smile to the faces of all involved.